Let's move on to the running backs, and I'll just kind of go down with each one. So Devin Singletary, seven attempts for 43 yards. He did have that one touchdown, fumbled again, which you alluded to, so I won't kind of belabor the point. But come on, dude, hold on to the rock. Like this is getting out of control, and it will come back to bite us. Moss got in there for 7 carries for 27 yards, so a split workload between Singletary and Moss, which isn't unfamiliar to us as Bills fans. But I thought he would have had a lighter day considering he just came off concussion protocol, but I guess not. And then Breida, only 3 carries, but for 28 yards. And what is that, 9, 18, 27? So like 9 point something. One touchdown. There was a fumble in there, which was really bad. Like it like shot down the field like 10 yards or something like that. It just flew out of his hands. But one thing to note is that he had 3 more yards per carry against Singletary and 5 more yards per carry against Moss. And I know it's a small sample size, but I can't help but feel like I wanted more. And you know that Kylo Ren Star Wars meme where he's like, more, more. Yeah, that's basically how I felt when I saw Breida out there. I was like, I only got to see 3 reps, and maybe that was by design because the Bills didn't want to show too much, considering the fact we have a pretty big game against the Colts, and then a Thanksgiving game, and then Tom Brady at the Bucks. It's going to be a rough stretch of games here, so maybe they didn't want to show their hands, but I wanted more.
Yeah, I kind of gave my viewpoints on the running backs when we were talking about the offensive line, so I won't spend too much time here. But mainly what I did notice in the game is that they were also using Breida in some special teams looks, and I feel like that's a calculated move to see like if he can contribute on special teams, if we can carve out that game day spot for him. And I'm not sure that this team goes into a game without Singletary or Moss. I don't think we see either of them inactive, but I do think there is a chance going forward that we see some sort of secondary move to maybe we get rid of one of the linebackers on game day that pretty much just plays special teams, and we can slot Breida in there to be able to cover the special teams duties, but also be able to contribute, even if it's 3, 4, 5 plays on offense. That game breaking speed is noticeable, and I would like to see some more of Breida going forward, even to the extent of if it meant Zach Moss was inactive on game day. I kind of have seen what I need to see from Moss, and I would like to see Breida in a little bit of a more expanded role than I want to see more from Moss right now.
That's interesting. I kind of like Moss for the pass blocking ability, and obviously, I think Breida has a chance of staying active and dressing on game days because of Kumro's quarantine or whatever is going on with his situation. But I do agree with you. If there is something that can be done, if we like the Bills truly want Breida on here, they could just not dress one of their like linebackers in that they have out there because they don't see the field except for special teams, and Breida plays special teams and he can contribute on to the offense. I think for me personally, I'd be invested in that kind of move, but I don't know. The Bills might just have something else in store.